Hello friends, this is Viraj from GS Core, and today we will be looking into current affairs questions from the section from the part of Indian polity. Alright, let us go to our first question. The first question is, consider the following statement about NOTA option in the elections. Alright, NOTA is obviously, as you know, none of the above. NOTA is used for the purpose when a person who is voting, he does not think that any of the candidates. Nota is used when person who is voting does not think that any candidate deserves his vote. All right, deserves his vote. So that is what Nota is for. The first statement with respect to Nota is, it is given statutory status, that is, it has legal backing under Representative of People's Amendment Bill 1951. This particular statement is wrong because basically Nota was brought due to the decision of Supreme Court. Alright, decision given by Supreme Court in Union for Civil Liberties versus Union of India. Union for. Note down this particular case law. You can use it in your mains answer writing also. It is a landmark judgment versus Union of India. Alright, this is what. This is from where Nota has come. It has come from decision of Supreme Court. Second statement, India is the first country to introduce Nota. Not at all. Alright, India is not the first country. Nota is used in elections to Lok Sabha and not in the Rajya Sabha. This statement is correct. Alright, Nota is used for the purpose of elections in Lok Sabha, and it is yet not used for the purpose of elections in Rajya Sabha. Please remember this. Election is declared void if Nota gets majority in any constituency. This statement again, this particular statement again is not correct. All right, no such provision is is currently in effect. What this statement actually means is not Nota, it is right to reject. All right, and there are many civil rights group which are fighting for this particular right also, right to reject. Nota basically means if majority of the votes in a constituency go to Nota, even then what will happen is the candidate who has got most votes, that candidate will win. In no case, just because Nota has got majority, the elections will be declared void. Though this particular stand has been promoted by few civil society groups, but it has still not come into existence. All right, friends. So here our answer will be, they are asking us to find the incorrect options. Now, so incorrect options are 1, 2, and 4. Answer is B. Our answer will be B. Moving on to the next question. With reference to National Green Tribunal, which of the following statements are correct? First statement, National Green Tribunal is a statutory body. Yes, it is a statutory body and it has been established under National Green Tribunal Act 2010. So it is a statutory body. Second statement, it draws inspiration from India's constitutional provision of Article 21. Yes, right to clean environment is a constitutional provision. No doubt with respect to that. So second statement is also correct. All right, Supreme Court has on number of occasions, most importantly, MC Mehta versus Union of India. MC Mehta versus Union of India, in this particular case law, Supreme Court has declared Article 21 means right to life, and right to life does not mean right to animal existence. It includes clean environment. Right to clean environment also. All right. Third statement, Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change is the chairman of tribunal. Not at all. All right, not at all. Judge of Supreme Court, a former judge of Supreme Court, a judge of Supreme Court, not former, judge of Supreme Court, or Chief Justice of a High Court. Only they are eligible to become chairpersons of the tribunal, National Green Tribunal. So here they are asking us to find out the correct statements. So correct statements are 1 and 2. Our answer therefore will be B. Moving on to the third question. Consider the following statements with respect to anti-defection law. All right. Consider the following statements with respect to anti-defection law. The 52nd Constitution Amendment added 10th schedule which laid down the process by which legislature may be disqualified on the grounds of defection in 1985. Yes, this is actually the most basic information about anti-defection law. The first statement is correct. Second statement, independent member will be disqualified if they joined a political party within 6 months of being elected. This particular statement is not correct. Why? I'll tell you. Because of the provisions of 6 months. There is no such time limit. All right, no time limit. Any time that independent candidate joins a political party, he will be disqualified under Schedule 10 of the Indian Constitution. Third statement, any person elected as speaker or chairperson could resign from his party or join party if he demits the post. This statement is actually correct. All right. Any person who is elected as speaker or chairman could resign from his party and rejoin the party if he demits that post. All right. Third statement is correct. No issues with respect to that. Coming to the fourth statement, a party could be merged into another party if at least 2/3 of its legislatures voted for the mergers. Right. So if I have a political party and in it that and if that political party, if my political party has 3 member of parliaments in Lok Sabha, all right, in Lok Sabha, and what happens is out of these 3 I am one and there are 2 other members. If these 2 members, all right, if these 2 members think it is wise to merge my party into some other party, suppose party B, can they do it? Yes, they can do it. Why? Because 2/3 of the members of my party want to merge my party into another party, then yes, they can do it. So there are 3 member of parliaments. Out of this, 2 can take the decision of merging my party into any other party, and if these members do the same, they will not attract anti-defection law. They will not attract anti-defection law. All right. So fourth statement is also correct. They are asking us to mark the correct statement. Now, so correct statements are 1, 3 and 4. So 1, 3 and 4 we are finding it in option C. Option C is the right answer therefore. Okay. Support and outreach initiative was recently launched by union government is related to MSMEs. All right, it is related to medium, small and micro enterprises, a very important sector from our Indian economy. All right, it amounts to around 40% exports from India. Large amount of our GDP comes from it. This was done to get away with the effects of pandemic on this sector, that is MSME sector. All right, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Okay, with reference to doctrine of progressive realization of rights and non-retrogression, consider the following statements. All right. So first statement is the doctrine was propounded by the Supreme Court in case related to section 377 of IPC. Yes, this statement is correct. All right, this statement is correct. Second statement relates to doctrine mandates that the law of the country should be in consonance with modern ethos, that is easily applied and sensible to the existing society. Yes, देखो, doctrine of progressive realization means law should be according to existing existing sociological ideas. All right. Article 377 dealt with homosexuality. All right, homosexuality. This particular article, Supreme Court felt, is not necessary with respect to India of this particular century. Hence, what they did was an act which was considered to be illegal in 1830 was decriminalized. All right, that's what the doctrine of progressive realization explicitly means. So both the statements are correct na, so our answer is C. All right, moving on now to the next question. Which of the following statements about National Legal Service Authority, National Legal Service Authority, NALSA, is incorrect? Okay, which of the following statement about National Legal Service Authority is incorrect? The National Legal Service Authority has been constituted under Legal Services Authorities Act 1987. Absolutely correct statement. All right, so we also know from this that NALSA is a statutory body. It is a statutory body. Next statement, it has mandate to provide free legal services to weaker sections of the society. Absolutely, this is actually the prime objective of NALSA. All right. It also organizes lok adalats for amicable settlements of dispute. Again, the correct statement. All right, again a correct statement. Lok adalats are more of where you hold mediation, mediation and conciliation, or you hold something called as arbitration, where you hold mediation or conciliation or arbitration. Arbitration का मतलब है there will be a judge, there will be a judge figure who will determine कि right कौन है और wrong कौन है, who is right and who is wrong. This can be done. All right. So lok adalat is extra judicial effort taken by our judiciary to provide justice and quick resolution of disputes. Courts में time लगता है. Courts take time. All right. That is why lok adalat come into picture. All right, where with the consent of both parties, with the consent of parties involved in the dispute, what happens is they appoint someone. They appoint someone as a person who will decide who is right and who is wrong, and then that person will hear out the case, and based on the principle of natural justice, what that person will do is he will come to a conclusion and give his or her decision. Lok Adalat, the verdict given by Lok Adalat has same power as that of a normal court. All right, it has same power as that of a normal court. D, in every state, state legal service authority has been constituted which are outside the ambit of NALSA. Obviously not. When there is a provision for NALSA, why will somebody constitute authority outside it? So this statement D is wrong, and that is our answer, because they are asking us to find the incorrect statement. All right, moving on now. Consider the following statements regarding electoral bonds. These bonds can be availed only through the branches of Union Bank of India. Which Union Bank of India? All right, so here we have to find which is the correct statement. The first statement is obviously wrong, because it's not Union Bank of India, it's State Bank of India. Electoral bonds can be availed only through State Bank of India. The first statement is therefore wrong. Second statement, this can be only encashed in a pre-declared amount to political parties. Yes, this particular statement is correct. All right, this particular statement is correct. That was the very purpose of bringing in electoral bonds. All right, so you would purchase bond of a particular amount and then give that bond to the political party then obviously can encash the same. All right, this was one of the methods through which political reforms were to be carried out, especially with respect to funding to political parties. So now at least we know how much money has been donated. If not any other thing, we know how much money has been donated to a particular political party. All right, so here the correct statement is B. Okay, now coming to Armed Forces Special Power Act. Which of the following do not have the authority to declare a disturbed area under Armed Forces Special Power Act? Armed Forces Special Power Act was brought to bring peace into a region which is declared as disturbed area. All right, so if you take into consideration the options given, yes, governor of the state can do it. All right, he has the authority, he or she has the authority. Central government, that is government of India, can do it. In union territories, administrator of union territory can do it. Home Minister of concerned state, no. Home Minister of the state can do it if the council of ministers of that particular state advise the governor of the state to do it. Home Minister directly cannot do it. Home Minister of the concerned state cannot do it directly. So our answer is D. All right. Roshni Act, with respect to Roshni Act, let us look into it. Consider the following about Roshni Act. First, it has been repealed by the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It has been repealed by the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, this particular statement is correct. The Roshni Act envisaged the transfer of ownership rights of the state land to its occupants subject to payment of cash as determined by the government. Second statement is also correct. Hence our answer is C, both 1 and 2. Coming to SWIP. Consider the following statements about SWIP. It stands for Systematic Voter Education and Electoral Participation. Absolutely, this is an initiative by Election Commission of India. This was an initiative taken by Election Commission of India quite recently. It aims to maximum participation of women in the electoral process. No. Okay, it does not only focus on women. This statement therefore is wrong. It aims to educate voter to strengthen participative democracy in India. Yes, this is the main issue. This is the main objective. This is the main aim or main objective. All right, and it only does not participate on women. It focuses on all voters. Which of the above statements are correct? Obviously, it is 1 and 3, so our answer will be B. All right. Friends, you can use this particular QR code for the purpose of, going through MCQ questions that will help you in your prelims. All right. That will be all from my side here. We will meet soon. Bye. All the best and happy studying.